Hello and welcome back to the Excavation of Hob's Barrow, and today we're gonna hand in the milk that we fought so hard for last couple of episodes, so we can finally get some people maybe that we can hire to excavate the barrow. So let's hand the milk with over to Miss Tompkins and see if that's good.
I've got a pail of fresh milk here for you, Miss Tompkins.
You haven't.
Here.
Mum, you've saved my hide. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I'm worried about Mr. Ambrose. Any road, I'm heading back to Panswick Manor now. Would you still like to meet his lordship?
Very much so.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take my chances.
Follow me, then.
Alright, let's head there and see. Oh, is
Go on
this
over.
way?
It's not much
Okay.
further.
Well, that's good to know. New locations unlocked. I mean, that makes sense when we're going to the manor. There we are.
What time do you call this?
Sorry, Mum.
Give it here then. What the hell is this muck?
Goat's milk, Mum.
You daft bait. Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his tea? Oh, he will not be pleased. Get back to your sweeping before I clip you over the head.
Sorry, Mum.
Oof. Not exactly a warm reception, unfortunately. But, let's see. Maybe we can talk to people anyways. Miss Tompkins, do you have anything more to say?
Where is Lord Panswick?
Sorry, Mum. I can't talk. Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
Okay. Sorry for handing over the wrong milk. There's some sheep over there. Let's
How
take a look
very
at them.
bucolic.
Yeah. And the other mouse
I've
button?
no time for frolicking with the flock.
Shame. Very, very sad. Large flowers?
Some fine-looking flowers.
I assume we cannot pluck
Some
them?
fine-looking flowers.
Okay, that's the same thing twice over. A carving.
That is well out of my reach.
But let's take a look at it.
It's a symbol of some kind. A moon, perhaps?
Sure looks like it. Anything more that way? Looks like we're at the end here. Miss Fenchurch.
Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is private land.
How very friendly. Okay, can we go anywhere else? Can we go further that way? There isn't anything else over here. Okay, that's not great. Can we maybe go around the corner here? No?
I've no time for frolicking with the flock.
Well, she doesn't seem to be happy with the milk, unfortunately. And she isn't really willing to talk to us. We cannot threaten our way in with a knife. At least I don't think so. Can we do anything to, like, smooth things over? I don't think so. You just don't want to talk.
I was wondering if it might be possible to speak with Lord Panswick.
Are you deaf, girl? Don't make me fetch the guards. They're armed, you know.
Well, that's not
Miss
great.
Fenchurch is a cruel-looking woman, her face set in a permanent scowl.
I mean, just for shits and giggles, let's quickly grab the knife.
I shan't lower myself to such barbarity.
Well, fine. If you are not gonna do it, then who am I to do it? Okay, so there's not really anything else over here. That's just the exit. That's a way to go back. I assume we have... Well, let's take a look at the to-do list. Find workmen without Kenneth here. Yeah, we're gonna have to find some workmen ourselves. We seem to be at a dead end with the Panswick people. There is one more location we haven't found yet. Now, where else could we get some workmen? Maybe some people in the Hernwoods? Where was it? Where the workmen were before? Not this way, no. It was this way. Well, they're not going to be here anymore, I would assume. Nothing here. Let's go to that exit. And it was over here earlier. The workmen were over here. But they're not here anymore. That's okay. Let's go further this way. That's just Mildred Walker. Well, maybe we just have to find a way to distract the lady at the Panswick Manor and sneak in, though I don't know how smart of an idea that would be. But I guess we'll see. So Panswick Manor is up that way. Okay. Let's go back to the town and see if anything has changed there. If there's any people that we can, you know, make work for us. That would be very helpful. But I wouldn't count on it. Yeah, it's just the regular people from the market. You know, it's quite possible we just have to sneak our way in somehow. Let's get the apple back.
I'll let the worm enjoy his new home.
Well, or not. Okay.
It's the apple I gave to Jane.
That's correct. Okay, so that one is staying on the ground. Oh, who are you? Are you perhaps a workman?
Good day.
Hello there.
Let's introduce ourselves.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ralph. Not seen you around before.
I'm just visiting.
Let's ask about him.
What brings you to the market today?
I purchased a Scotch egg for me tea. You want a bite?
No, thank you.
Could you help us with the excavation?
I'm looking for some help with an excavation tomorrow. Might you be interested?
Sorry, miss. I've already got my own job.
Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
Well, no luck there. Doorknob? I forgot the real name, so I'm calling it Doorknob. Thistlecrack.
Whoa, she's a feisty one.
Okay, nothing here. Further that way. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to distract her somehow.
Horizon. I see nothing
The
but
question
moorland.
is how exactly? In the meantime, I'll quickly just go around and see if there's any like cutscenes or something like that happening. In the meantime, anywhere else. You know, like when we went to the Devil's Toe and the little girl was playing the violin. Or how the little boy was mad at us for retrieving the doll. Something like that. Yeah, let's go this way. In general, let's see if maybe... wait, the Devil's Toe, was it this way? Yes, it is. Let's go further that way. Is there anyone here? Anything
What a
with the
peculiar
can?
name, the Devil's Toe. I can't quite see the resemblance myself.
Can we place the violin here for the...
That's a peculiar idea.
You know, leave it here for the girl that played it here. This leads to the farm, right? Yeah, the farm.
A carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon.
Yeah, like the one...
It's bolted onto the door itself. I can't remove it.
Like the one at Panswick Manor. Can we realize the
A carved stone
connection?
has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon.
Yeah. Unfortunate. We can't really point out that both these houses have the same symbol on it. That's okay. I mean, I suppose if we can't point it out, it's not really that important. I mean, I assume the symbol will have some meaning, but maybe the connection between the two doesn't really. That's fine. So let's keep going then. Let's go that way. go out into the moorland. Still, we can't talk to the crow. Anything more in the hole?
I've had enough of worms for now.
Ah, okay. And down here, right, that's to the Barrow. Can we interact with the goat?
I'm not going near that thing
Aw.
again.
Shame. Okay. Yeah, I think it's looking more and more likely that we're gonna have to distract the lady. Because she's not letting us pass. And I don't see anything else that would, you know, help us out anywhere else. So let's go over here. This guy certainly isn't gonna help us. I know that guy well enough to know that. Nothing else here. And I don't think there's anything here.
Hello?
Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we're gonna go back to Panswick Manor.
Where is Lord Panswick?
Well,
Sorry, Ma'am. I
Okay.
can't talk. Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
okay, so you aren't willing to really talk to me.
Some fine-looking flowers.
Can we like
I
get
could
them?
just pick this up.
Yeah, then
Some
do.
fine-looking
Okay.
flowers.
What could we do here? Are you interested in the letters?
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Well, that's okay. My room key isn't gonna be helpful.
I could just pick this up.
Yeah. Well, okay. Lantern isn't gonna be helpful. Chisel. Journal.
I don't wish to give that away.
This one probably
I'm not
not
sure
either.
they would be interested.
Yeah. Again, and on this side, there's just the violin and the knife.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Yeah, what do we do here? Can we interact with the sheep somehow?
How very bucolic.
I'm not gonna go shank the sheep. That seems like a terrible
Some
idea.
fine-looking flowers.
I can't just pick them up.
Some fine-looking flowers.
Doesn't seem like it. So what do we do next? You took in the goat milk? And we can't just walk past you.
It's a symbol of some kind. A moon, perhaps? That is well out of my reach.
Okay. I don't know what else we can do. Can we compare stuff from
Can't
the
see
channel
how
with
that
here?
will help me.
No? I'm not gonna chisel that out. It's well out of reach, but
I'm not sure what that would achieve.
yeah, okay. Let's see, anything else? This is already the exit. How could we help you somehow? Could we help you somehow? You're not.
I don't wish to give
yeah,
that away.
no. I don't know what else to do here then. We can't really do anything with Miss Fenchurch, and she's not willing to talk properly.
Ah, Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
Oh,
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the pheasant.
just talk to them once
Perhaps
again,
not
okay?
grouse. Greetings, my lady. Lord James Panswick, at your disposal,
You're Lord Panswick?
as I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
I was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
Yes, to be frank.
See? I can read your mind, my dear. Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh? For what purpose?
I intend to excavate Hobb's Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation? How very delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman. Come along. I promise I don't bite.
Don't know if I believe you. But okay, so just talk to the person 3 times.
For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not, my family's fortunes have dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us. Bewley is a godless place.
Have you forgotten about St. Edmund's? Father Roach might disagree.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again. A new world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come the new. A greater truth. But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hobb's Barrow tomorrow?
Hobb's Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man. You're in luck, my dear. These are my finest, and they're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
Yes?
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to try them for myself.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes.
Yes.
But...
Farewell, my beauty.
Okay, I don't have any money.
wait!
Well, I don't have any cash on me. Also, I'm wondering, and you know, maybe it's just the vibe of this game that's kind of pushing me in that direction. But I wonder if Lord Panswick is talking about like God or something else. Some like, you know, Lovecraftian thing maybe. Who knows? But, you know, it might just be the vibe of the game that is pushing me in that direction. It might be nothing. Hey there, Horace.
Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks.
Man?
Please let us get on with our toil. If you do as his lordship requests, we'll help you tomorrow.
Okay, I'll... and you?
Please let us
Okay,
get
it's
on with
the
our
same.
toil. If you do it...
Alright, so, is this the last location? It is not, okay. Let's go back then. I guess we can just go to St. Edmund's Church. See if we can find some of those cakes somewhere, maybe. Is she in here? There she is, Mr. Plancy, and there's the basket.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy.
Let's ask about the Bakewell
Do you
puddings.
still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. de Plancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet. I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently. Me thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
Let's talk more about her husband.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in Bewley. The most dashing cobbler in all of England, I used to tell him. Love is precious, pet. There's naught that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
Okay, let's talk more about the Bakewell puddings.
May I ask who you have set aside the puddings for?
Oh, Father Roach. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Won't they be off by then?
Not at all. Besides, pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this baking chatter.
Sorry, Mrs. de Plancy. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Are they in here?
This must belong to Mrs. de Plancy. That's not mine to interfere with.
Can we
I have
talk
nothing
about
else to ask for the time being.
Father Roach? Now, where might you be? Can we still get in here? Though I don't know why we would go here. It is still a possibility, so I'm quickly gonna check. You know, just in case. Just some potted plants. Let's go back down. Now, can we get our hands on those puddings somehow? Is Father Roach somewhere around here? Oh, who are you? Oh, the
I
gravedigger.
have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Okay, that's good to know at least. Now, the question really is, how do we get those puddings? Because that's the only thing standing in the way of our excavation. I don't think we're gonna get anything from here. Unless Mr. Shoulder's
Mr.
here.
Shoulder told me he'd be at the Plough and Furrow.
Okay. We could go to the Plough and Furrow. Yeah, sure. Let's go to Bewley Village Square. Into the Plough and Furrow. Leonard.
There's nothing else I wish to
Okay.
discuss at the moment.
That's fine.
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment.
That's fine.
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Okay then. Anything else around here? We don't want to go in here, I
I don't
assume?
need to use the filthy lavatories.
Yeah. That makes sense. Now, how do we distract Mr. Plancy? Or convince her or anything like that? We don't really want to talk to her again. So, just chatting with her is out of the question, I would assume. I'll try to do something to distract her. Maybe let's see. What could we do here? Well, I don't really have anything of value here. I'm not gonna threaten her with a knife. That hasn't worked so far, and I don't see it working now. Can we interact with anything in here?
They are still locked.
Okay, I don't see anything that would help. The flowers,
The
are
flowers
withered.
have long
Yeah.
since dried out. I don't want them.
Let's step outside. You know what? I'm just gonna travel to all the map locations and see if anything happens on the way there, because we now know that it's stuff happens on the way to places as well, and we're gonna get snatched out of the fast travel if that is the case. Mildred Walker's cottage. That's fine. Let's go to Mr. Bryden's farm. Nothing happened on the way. I don't think there's gonna be anything out here, since we're waiting for the excavation team, or waiting for Cake, more accurately. Railway station, anything on the way there? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Shoulders cottage. Nothing. Let's go to the Bewley Village Square again and continue on that way. I don't think there's gonna be anything here.
The
There
road
rarely
disappears
is.
over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Yep. Okay. Now, how do we get those cakes? Not having any money is definitely a bit of an issue. Now, I don't think she would have just sold them to us anyways, but sure doesn't help that we can't even offer it. Nothing?
Mr. Long must
isn't
be in.
home.
I don't need to go in there again.
Ah, there might be some money lying around in there. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, let's go to the Hernwood. Well, to be fair, there isn't anything happening over there. Can we talk to anyone at Panswick Manor about the cakes? Does anyone know anything here? Can you talk to me now?
Thank you for bringing me here, Miss Tompkins.
You're welcome, Mum.
I'll let
Nothing
her
else?
get on with her sweeping.
Okay.
Though what exactly she is sweeping up remains something of a mystery.
Oh, true, yeah, this is just a dirt path. Fenchurch.
Good day.
Oh, another strumpet looking to find her way into his lordship's bedchambers, I see.
I'm nothing of the sort.
I've seen plenty of your sort before.
I
And
don't wish to provoke her wrath any further.
nothing else
Some
there.
fine-looking flowers.
Okay, but how do we get the damn cakes? Nobody else there wants to talk to me. Let's see. There's no one else around here. You probably don't have
I
anything.
can't think of anything
Yeah.
else to talk about right now.
Then over here. There has to be some way to convince her to part ways with the cakes.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
Listen here.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Yeah, probably not. The stone's probably not either. Explore Bewley, yes. Bring Bakewell puddings to Lord Panswick. Convince Miss de Plancy to bake puddings. There must be a way. Yeah, but how? We can't just...
I'm not sure they would be interested.
She's not going to be interested with anything in my inventory, I would assume.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
I'll test everything anyways,
I'm not sure they would...
because some things haven't been that obvious to me.
This is my father's journal. What do you make of these sketches?
Queer things, aren't they? Bordering on blasphemy, if you ask me. That book shouldn't be in a place of worship like this.
Okay, interesting. Do
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Well, that was something. Not much, but something. I'm not gonna chisel her, but...
I don't wish to give that away.
Yeah? I don't think the lantern
I don't wish to give that away.
is gonna help, no? Can we hand the trowel back?
I don't wish to give that away.
Well, no, we cannot. Room key is not gonna help.
I'm not sure they would be...
And the letters?
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Yeah, that's... Nothing else really helps here. We cannot combine the two stones, right?
Can't see how that will help me.
No. Okay, so nothing we have on us right now is particularly interesting to her. Can we put something in the bag, like in the basket maybe?
This must belong to Mrs. Duplancy. That's not mine to interfere with.
Well, I guess putting something in there would mean interference as well. And I don't know what I would put in there in the first place. Okay, anybody else? Pie seller?
Perhaps you'd be more interested in a Scotch egg. Freshly made, just 1 penny each.
No, thank you.
Mutton pies!
I really don't want a mutton pie or a Scotch egg. I really don't want a mutton pie or a Scotch egg.
Fair enough.
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Okay, and you?
Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Selling them at a steal. Would miss like to buy some?
No, thank you.
Well, that's that, and you?
It's probably safer if I don't draw any more attention to myself.
Okay. Oh, wait, isn't this where what's his name lives?
I don't think anyone is home.
But that...
I can't remove the plaque.
No, that's not what I
A
meant.
small plaque beside the
Yeah,
door
the vicar
reads
should
Vicarage.
be here. But I don't think we can get in this house, unfortunately. Okay. But how do we get the pie? How do we
The door has
convince
been
her?
boarded up. The building looks like a ruin.
Not with any of the stuff here.
The cross denotes this as the site of a market, or perhaps a site of traditional religious significance.
And this place, what was that?
The sign is in a shabby state, but the shop appears to be a cobbler's.
Oh, that's where Mrs. de Plancy's late husband lived, right?
No one here. The sign is in
Yeah,
a
that's... Can't get in there, unfortunately. What about this door? No?
I don't think anyone is home.
Now, how do we get our hands on that pie? Maybe I'll just have... Yeah, I think I'll do a cut again to the point where I... At least I'm close to figuring it out. You know, leading into the part of figuring it out, maybe. So, yeah, I'll see you then when I am struck by inspiration.